Hi, everybody. It's Chris Storr with Green Apple Weddings. I'm here with another one of our former brides and grooms, Jamie and Patrick. They recently got married in December. So we're just going to have a conversation about how their experience was, what they found the most helpful, and some tips that you might find useful when you're planning your wedding. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah, ready.
Okay. So first of all, will you tell us a little bit about your love story?
Okay.
We were actually set up through mutual friends. The night I met Jamie, her mother had to push her out because she was still in her pajamas. So we met at a little wedding after party, and when we met, we kind of had an instant connection. And I mean, ever since then, I mean, I couldn't get enough of this girl, so we hung out, every weekend since. Yeah,
Well, basically, my friend Michelle and Jacob too. When they were talking to him at the wedding, my friend texted me and was like, "Hey, I met your future husband. You gotta come meet him." I was like, "Oh, haha, yeah, right, yeah." But
It's so funny how often that actually happens, though. Like
I know.
somebody else knows that it's going to be the guy for you, and they all of a sudden are just like, "Hey, they're right over here." Like,
Yeah.
and you're like, "You're full of it. That's never going to happen."
I
So,
was like, "Yeah, right, okay, whatever."
she called it, that's for sure.
Mhm.
right, exactly. Okay, so when you guys were planning for wedding photography, obviously, Jamie, you had seen us do Becca and Brian's wedding.
Yes.
Did you have, or what were your biggest fears about wedding photography, or even about photography in general before?
So I guess my main fear, like for my wedding, we didn't do a first look, and it's December, so it gets dark early. So I was kind of worried. I was like, "Oh no, all of our pictures, outdoor pictures, are going to be in the dark. How are they going to turn out?" But it ended up being like all of our favorites are outside because all the like you use the lights and the sparklers, and it was really cool. So
Awesome. How about you, Patrick?
Biggest fears?
Yeah.
I guess the time, like if it would be more time consuming, but you guys were really quick and efficient. So, I mean, you're like in and out like that. You're like, all right, with family pictures and everything else. So, I mean, me and her got to enjoy, a lot of wedding because, you guys are so quick at what you do.
Yeah, and that's something that's super important to us. So, okay, during your engagement session, like when we took your engagement pictures, what was one thing that I asked you to do that you were like, this is crazy?
the leaves one, I think.
That was pretty wild. Yeah, we didn't really know what you were
We
doing.
didn't know
We're
what you
like,
were doing.
put your heads together. And we're like, okay. So we put our heads together. And then you went over and snapped a picture of a tree.
You're like, what are we?
And we're like, what's going on? And then we seen the effect. And I think you actually won, you won an award or something off that picture.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it turned out really awesome. So, I mean, kind of surprised us there with the special effects.
Yeah. And I did that right in the camera right there. And then you guys looked at it, and I remember, Jamie, you were like, oh, what?
Like, well, that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So, how did we make you at ease both during the engagement session and then during your wedding?
Well, both. I mean, you guys are super personable, and we feel like we're good friends with you. Meeting you, like right away at Becca's wedding. So that, and then like you're joking around with us all the time, and kind of put us at ease because we're both pretty awkward taking pictures. So you made it very
you are not awkward taking pictures. Wait, so I'm sure these pictures will be like rolling during this time, and people are gonna be like, "What the hell is she talking about?" So that's perfect. Patrick, how about you?
I mean, I liked how like Jamie was saying how personal you guys are, and like obviously we became friends with you guys, and then like for me being a guy, like I don't really know how to stand or what to do or how to pose in most pictures. Like I don't think I'm very photogenic, but how you just tell me kind of like you're just like, all right, put your hand here. All right, do that. No, don't smile like that. Smile like this. I'm like, okay. So
well, it helps that I actually got to know you guys beforehand.
Yeah.
Definitely,
So
for sure.
that's always like the key, right? Because then I can look at you and be like, I know you're not smiling for real. Like you're forcing it right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you picked up on that, Patrick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So what image either of your engagement session or of your wedding is your favorite and why?
So we both have different ones, but they're both our favorites. My first favorite was probably the one standing right outside at night, and we were on the porch and you took a picture of us, and then you took a picture of the lights after, and then put the lights like on top of our picture, and it looked like a fairy tale Christmas magical. It was awesome. Yeah.
Good. And everybody, just so everybody knows, Jamie worked for Disney. So that fairy tale stuff is like, it was really important to me to capture some of that fairy tale feel on your wedding day.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, Patrick, how about you?
Mine was definitely the sparklers when you ran around us and went away. I think that like that effect and how it turned out, that was definitely by far my favorite
That
for
was
sure.
really cool.
And we knew we wanted to do something like that beforehand, and I was decided to go do the picture.
So how long did that whole setup take for you guys to run away from your reception and then be able to capture that picture?
Not
It
long
wasn't
at
long at
all.
all, no. Like it was literally in and
5, 10
out.
minutes.
Well, out and in, I'm sorry.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. That's perfect. Okay. So, what surprised you most about working with us? And then how would you actually like describe the overall experience?
So it surprised, well, we knew you were quick and efficient, but we didn't realize how quick. I mean, we both have huge families. So having, 30 people on this side and 45 people on this side all get family pictures and all done within like 5 minutes was just crazy to me. And they all turned out awesome. And telling everyone where to go. And I guess that really surprised me with how quick the extended family pictures went.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with
Yeah.
her, definitely.
So, how do you guys actually plan to use your wedding pictures in the future?
Well, we've given some as gifts, like our grandparents. I already put it into a calendar. Picked some of those. We have a couple blown up, like the sparkler one. We have that one blown up in our house.
On a canvas, yeah.
Yeah, and then I want to put
Yeah.
together like a photo book.
What advice would you guys give for those people who are planning a wedding? Like, what were the biggest stressors for you guys, and how did you handle those?
Go ahead.
The biggest thing, I know this is like said a lot, but really enjoy it. So once you do all your planning, you do your timeline, you find all your vendors, just let the experts run with it and let yourself enjoy it.
Yeah.
So the day of, like I had a big timeline and I literally just handed them all away. I was like, I'm done. I'm not looking at this anymore. I'm completely done. I'm letting, Christora and her husband, I'm letting them look at it, and our day of planner. And I'm really glad I did that because I was able to really enjoy the day.
So it was so funny. Your wedding was one of maybe 5 this past year where I walked in and it was like family because I knew all of the vendors. I
Yeah.
knew nothing was going to go wrong because of the vendors you had chosen. Like it literally just felt like walking in and giving somebody a hug. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was, yes.
Like, Rachel, so good to see you. Oh my gosh, Jerry, amazing. Just great choices, all in all, amazing vendors. You guys
Yes.
did a great job of choosing your vendors, and it makes a huge difference.
It makes a huge, once
Yeah.
you find good vendors, then you're set. Just let them take, they know what they're doing. You guys know what you're doing. And the planner, I mean, she knew what she was doing. So just let yourself have fun.
Yeah. How about you, Patrick?
I mean, I think Jamie covered it all for sure. I mean, just enjoy it. Take a step back. I mean, whenever everybody's gathered around, family, friends are dancing and having fun, you got to, the chaos is going. Then I mean, just take a second, just soak it all in. I guess, enjoy it.
Some of my favorite moments from your day. I think I cried 4 or 5 times when you guys were actually on the dance floor with other people and you were dancing with each other. Because like there was such a connection there with the two of you, and you could see that you guys were like, I'm tearing up right now.
Whoa.
But like you could just see that there was such a connection between the two of you, and you were both so invested in enjoying that moment. And that's something that I think a lot of people miss out on. So good for you guys. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so what's next in your life?
Oh.
Well,
we got a couple of things, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to have a baby in November. So the quarantine and pregnancy thing going on right now.
If you
I
see me
love it.
looking down during this video, we have another baby. It's little
Yeah.
baby Bo.
Oh my gosh, so many. I love it.
Yeah, we got a lot of new babies.
A lot of little new babies. That's perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for being just one of our easiest couples to work with. You were so much fun, and like I said, it was such a blast being at your wedding.
It was so much fun. I'd still look back at the pictures like once a week at least.
That's what they're there for, right? That's
Yeah.
exactly what they're there for.
Thank you.